pod.
Hello, everyone.
What's up?
I feel like we've mastered the intro now.
I don't
Getting
know. Last
in
time we fucked
flawless.
up, so it's only the first time we ain't. We need to just pace ourselves. It's all good. It's getting there. It is getting there. How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, excited. I know we keep saying it every week when we get on here, but Apex is getting closer.
Day by
what I mean? It's getting closer. There's so much more though. So Premier Battles have brought out another card, All the Smoke in London, December 5th, which we are gonna try and reach, I hope. But if not, obviously pay-per-views are there. We'll be getting that. But for tonight, we're gonna look back a little bit. So we had the guys from No Loose Chat come on when we had the No Loose Chat takeover. Shout out Paris, Snoop, and Tally. And yeah, they talked to us about a card that they were doing, Era versus Era. So we're going to watch a battle that people have been saying was probably battle of the event. It could be battle of the year even. So yeah, I think it's the perfect battle to show you this event.
Big game.
And what better way to do it with somebody that was involved? Hopefully we'll have both of them. But at the moment we do have Moke. What's up, man? How you doing? Just brought you in.
Here he is.
Yo.
What is up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm here. Thank you for having me, man.
No, it's all good. It's all good, man. We always ask the first question we always ask is, in your opinion, what is battle rap?
Boy, battle rap, yeah, to me, is the art of shifting the view that the audience have on your opponent, using wordplay, using entertainment, using theater, using angles, using punches. Yeah, definitely. So it's like using every tool in the box that can be used on the stage between you and your voice to dismantle your opponent. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah. Good answer,
I love
that.
I think that's a really cool take of like the first thing you said, like shifting the audience's view of your opponent.
Yeah,
like because that is a very real aspect of battle rap.
Yeah,
that's why I'm glad judge battles are coming back more and more. I didn't like it. Like there was a time when everything was promo, and there is a place for promo battles definitely, but like it needs to be competitive. But speaking of you as a battler, do you want to just kind of introduce yourself to Tom? What you do, what you've been doing in the scene and stuff, and outside the scene as well. When did you first kind of get into battle rap, I guess?
Was that a question for Tom? Sorry.
No, for you. Tom's a new fan. He don't know shit yet.
Yeah, I'm exactly however many episodes we've done new to battle rap.
yeah. This is episode 8, I think, of like Pick Your Battles, but yeah.
So the question was, how I got involved in battle rap? Was that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, like everyone knows, like I like came from like the spoken word scene, poetry scene, etc. But even before I got into poetry and spoken word, the thing that got me into writing was battle rap, like just understanding the lyricism more, because I understood like the context of the backstories or certain cultural references at the time and yada yada yada. So funnily enough, it was actually 8 Mile that got me into battle rap. Because I watched the film. I was like, you know what? I want to see more of this. Like, and I just started YouTubing, and then I think the first people I came across were like Iron Solomon, Conceited, Arsenal, then a bit of like Lux and like Averb and all like the old school, the smack era sort of people.
Yeah.
Like I was just obsessed. Like I was watching battle rap when they were uploading it in parts on YouTube, like part 1, Conceited versus Arsenal, and then part 2, and it, like
Jesus.
So that's how I got like involved with it and like grew an appreciation for it to the point that I started writing. Obviously not battle rap, but I just was learning the art of wordplay and punchlines and just like all that jazz. And then fast forward to me doing poetry, and then to 2019, I actually saw a friend of mine who performs. He's like a rapper, and I saw him post on his page one day like him doing a battle rap against someone that I eventually battled, and I was like, "Rah, like, what's this platform?" So it was the Art of Rap platform, and I was like, "Yeah, what's this?" Like, I was aware of Don't Flop and other like UK leagues, but I wasn't aware of any like sort of low level leagues that were quite accessible for people to get involved. So obviously I saw that and I was like, you know what? Let me just try my hand at this since I've watched it for so long. I reckon I could be half decent at it. And just to see what it's like. And then I hit up the league. I said, yo, I don't know what the requirements are, but can you like just throw me in the ring with someone?
Yeah. Do I need a CV?
Do I need? I was just like, listen, I do poetry, and I was sending them my links and like, this is my work and da da da. And they're like, yeah, no, it's fine. Come. I was like, all right, cool. And then they had me up against AJ Ra for my first battle, and I remember I was nervous, even though there was hardly anyone there. I was nervous because I was like, I knew it was recorded. I knew it was going to go on YouTube. And I was like, I can't make
it's there forever.
There will be evidence of this.
Yeah. So I think when I posted it on my IG, everyone was quite taken back. They were like, "Rah, you're actually like all right," and like we didn't expect you to get into a battle. Right? And then my next battle was then against Photo Boy. That's where I had more people like come through and everything. And then like that was like my first classic performance. So after that, when you get the taste of that sort of Don DeMarco moment, or like the crowd pushing you and like going crazy.
Say it again.
Yeah. When you get that haymaker, like you get the taste for it, and then that's it as a wrap. So
definitely. You get the buzz then, and that.
Yeah. I was
it's like a drug, I could imagine. Like I could never do it. I couldn't. I'm just not. I don't think I'm smart enough. I think that would be the thing. Like obviously, rhyming is so in. It's deeper in battle rap than a lot of other like forms of rap, and I find it crazy to think as well that the amount of material that you guys kind of use once and then never look at again is it's like it is crazy, to be fair. The amount of material that you guys go through in one battle, what you could have like 2-minute rounds, that's 6 minutes of material. That could be a whole set for someone,
exactly.
A band or something. But it is crazy. So when so you started at Art of Rap, and then when did you kind of transition over and come over to No Loose Chat as well? When was that? Was that the Rivers battle? No, you battled Georgie, wasn't it? Sorry.
Georgie, yeah. So obviously when I was at Art of Rap, Gift of the Gab at the time was still kind of active, and that's Snoop was involved with Gift of the Gab along with Paris. I'm guessing a little bit. At least like she was affiliated with the league. And
definitely.
Yeah, Snoop in particular, anyway, he was kind of always present at my early battles in the Art of Rap. So, I built a rapport with him and etc. So, and I did actually battle on Gift of the Gab, but unfortunately, for reasons outside of Snoop's control, the battle never got uploaded, which was quite frustrating. So,
that is.
I was then at that point quite reluctant to battle on any other league. I was just like, no, I'm just gonna stick with Art of Rap because I don't know how organized any other leagues are or whatever. But then Snoop said, they're setting up a new league with Tally and Paris, etc. And it's called No Loose Chat. I was like, all right, cool. They ran a few events, and then they wanted to do the event where me and Georgie battled. So they hit me up, and to be honest, at that point, I'd only seen Georgie Roots once in the flesh for some Don't Flop tryout event, but I'm not sure if he was a tryout, as he said in his first round. So I didn't know much about him. I'd seen a couple videos after seeing him in the flesh, and I was just like, I didn't know. I couldn't make too much of him at the time, like, but Snoop hit me up and he said, "Yo, like they're talking about Georgie Roots as this like the next up and comer, and like he's the best of the new crop." I said, "What? Hold on, nah."
This is literally what was being said though. Like people are still saying it.
Yeah, I was like, nah, what? I thought it was me. Like, I thought I was.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I just seen. Yo, what is up?
Oh,
What is up?
here he is.
There
How
he
you doing?
is.
How we doing?
Oh,
sorry,
good,
I'm
yeah?
fashionably late, my brothers.
No
Nah,
worries.
it's all good, man. It's all good, all good. I'm
Cool,
just
man.
glad you're here.
Gotta make an entrance, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How we
actually
doing?
fitting that you came here. Was just kind of talking about, you know, Moke's journey into battle rap, and I guess we're just talking about Georgie now, but we're just about to get on to the clash that we're watching tonight. So perfect timing, man. You're not late. You're right on time. That's what it is.
Yeah, literally.
It's all good.
Like he knew.
No. You know what it is there? I would just like to add, like, yeah, I watched Moke's ascension from like basically from day one, really and truly.
Yeah.
And after battle, I'd come up to Moke and I'd say, Moke, you are the champion, bro. Like Moke will tell you this. Putting him from beginning, you understand? So to even get to the point where me and him have battled, which we're gonna chop up, like for me, like I never looked at it like I was battling someone who was just coming up or some new guy. Like I've always rated like Moke on what he can do in it. I never even knew he could do what he did in my battle. Do you understand? But I've still rated him highly.
No, I think that was
true, man. Rivers was there from like day one for sure.
That seems a bit of a theme from like the Eravis Zero card. Like that's what a lot of the new guys are saying, even though they were online saying you guys ain't been outside or anything like that, but they was always saying like, but the support that was given from him was always there. Do you know what I mean? It was I love it about this little culture that we're in. Do you know what I mean? It is very. It
shows that people really care about it as like an art form, as well as like we're gonna like rip the shit out of each other constantly, but at the end of the day, like this needs to carry on. So well, I'm proud to see there being so much movement, and I think that's so good.
Definitely. And like one battler can represent everybody. Do you know what I mean? One battle could represent the whole culture. It happens more in a negative way, of course, but in positive ways, it happens so many times as well. But obviously people latch onto negativity and shit like that, don't they? So it gets pushed a bit more. But we digress. Let's get back onto this. So how did you two get arranged? Was it kind of like you was offered, you just accepted straight away? Was it, was you meant to be battling others, or what's the kind of story behind it, guys?
Nah,
you go first, Mark.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. So after the Roots battle, I don't know, like I felt like I could still take on someone like that level or higher or whatever. And I felt like it was a good experience and lesson and whatnot. So as soon as they gave me Rivers, I was just like, I'll take Rivers. Not like I'll take him because I feel like I'm gonna win. It's just like Rivers will tell you, like a long time ago, after I was doing what I was doing on Art of Rap, I was like, nah, I need like a challenge, and then I listed people, and Rivers was part of that list. So it's like I'd done my research a little bit on the UK scene, and like sort of picked out names that I felt like I actually admire, or like look at and be like, this guy's
want to get those names under your belt. That's want to get those names under your belt.
Yeah, exactly. Like it would be
a good name.
So I bit their hand off when they said Rivers. I was like, probably.
Decent, man. So Rivers, what about you? Was it kind of same story? Was it like respect thing? It was just offered, you took it.
I mean, I knew about the concept, the era versus era concept. Really, I enjoyed that concept. So then, from when I've heard about that concept, I was kind of thinking, wow, who are you gonna try and give Rivers now? Because like I feel like if you're gonna give me anyone, he needs to be like the top guy. So for me, there was only two choices that it could have been. It could have been Georgie Roots, or it could have been Moke. And that's it for me. I don't think there's anybody else that I would have thought would kind of matches with what I'm seeing myself on. Like if you're saying, right, someone who's a bit newer, that is kind of in your position in his class against you, who's in your position. So that's how I saw it. So there was never no problem with me by Moke or me by Georgie. But I feel like with the history of seeing Moke come up and going to his events, I feel like it was probably better than that it was Mock. You understand? Because I probably understand his story more, how much it will mean to him. You know, like I feel like Georgie could battle me and then battle someone else next week who's probably of an equal stature or maybe higher. Whereas for Mock, like he'll probably battle someone of an equal stature, but maybe not like super higher. If they are higher, I don't think they'll be like super duper higher in it. Maybe because for whatever reason,
there's not a lot higher they can go. To be fair, there's not a lot higher they can go. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to be on your ass too much, but you're good at what you do, man.
Humbly, I'll say this: they could have given Mock to Tony D as well as Georgie Roots to Rivers. So I think it's very interchangeable in terms of like levels. You can do it. So again,
and you saying those two battles out loud, I want that to happen.
They all will, bro. They all will. But like for the most part, I just felt like I was happy that I got given Mock over a lot of people because I rated Mock. I feel like getting Mock was more like, to me, it was like I'm actually in a battle. I don't see this as error. This is like someone with a high level of skill versus me in it. So I can't even look at it like he's a new guy or dangerous. That's how I was everyone. I was very motivated still.
You know, it's that old saying, every dog has its day, isn't it? Like, you know, if you turn up and you shit the bed in that first round and you've lost it for the next two, then you get washed. And
it's easily
you
done.
know that battle rap fans are fickle. Like that is one thing that battle rap fans definitely are. It's fickle. It is, you know, your last performance defines you basically in battle rap at the moment. It's a little bit weird, but I think people are getting called out on it, which is nice. You know, Frost is a prime example of this. After the Frankie battle, he's getting nothing but love. But, you know, I think if this would have been, well, even a week before the Frankie battle, he wasn't getting so much love, was he, from the Giz battle and stuff. So, yeah, but I wanna get into this. I want to show Tom this battle. It's I kind of wish that I did get him to watch it before we done this as well. Oh, that's gonna start playing now. Sorry. Yeah, I kind of wish that I got him to watch it before, like, you know, when it first came out, and then watch it again now, just because I feel like
I
think about you're not going to catch everything on the first one.
I think we need to start tactically pre-watching these.
Yeah, like
because I like live reacting to them, just because then I have to be more honest.
Oh, okay.
So
this is going to be your first time watching it.
Yeah, I've not seen
literally
it.
Like the whole point of this channel. Yeah, the whole point of this channel is me like just showing Tom battles. I always badger him whenever he's around, and you know, so we just decided to make a little show out of it, basically. But yeah, we're trying to find other, like, I want to definitely get like Cooper and a few of his mates, because obviously he's been bringing a few mates to events and that. I want to get them on and get a few fans on and stuff and do it like that as well. But we'll you know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, let's let this battle speak for itself. Let's see what's going on.
Who is that?
Error versus error. No loose chat. We're here in the building. Make some noise, please. All right. Do this. We're gonna get straight into this next battle. Rivers versus Mo. Who's going first? All right. First round is on Mo. Let's go.
If we're keeping it 100, we all know the pull of this battle lies with me. Because my punches, landmarks. So my bars are where the highlights be. So to the fans, I'm a real sight to see, like the London Eye, Tate Modern, Big Ben, you know, the fine figures. Basically, the main attraction is everything besides Rivers. My last battle, I dedicated 2.5 rounds to Georgie Roots, and in my opinion, I therefore smoked him. I got fucked over by some sketchy voting, because I really blacked, like you can't question my melatonin. So this battle, I'm gonna make sure all 3 count against him, like Derek Chauvin. You even gave me 100 100 pounds after I lost to Roots, but be all on his dick now. You make me sick, G, because I took that white boy's head clean off, and even you knew that shit was a Rigby. Matter of fact, I got many bones to pick. Tally, you shouldn't be voting when you own the shit. Crash, you've been talking out your neck since about me. I've been noticed it. And as for that punk, wait. This is what fucked me up in the last battle, isn't it?
I like that. That was really good. That bit.
Yeah, I felt like I had to touch on
it. Yeah, man, that was a really good way of doing that. Actually, I think that's like stop there. I don't think people can necessarily do that kind of anger against you. Tom, you're muted, mate.
I know. I've been so good with it. I was saying it's a really good like cut of the tension as well. Like you have this like real precise, like aggressive sort of pace. So it's good to every now and again have that little moment of like, you know, that little alleviation. I think it's really good.
But also like the Rivers flips as well is a bit that's it kind of like reinvented almost. I like that one that you done at the start, definitely. That was really good as well. I'm just going to pull it back a little bit so we can catch that bit again next. That was funny.
Matter of fact, I got many bones to pick. Tally, you shouldn't be voting when you own the shit. Crash, you've been talking out your neck since about me. I've been noticed it. And as for that punk, wait. This is what fucked me up in the last battle, isn't it? So you know what? I'm gonna put you lot aside for later, because you lot couldn't distract me from Rivers if you were suicide negotiators. So this battle, I'm gonna keep punching and punching and punching and punching till I start splitting domes and keep rocking on Rivers like skipping stones. I'll get you wrapped in a second, without doubt or question. Have your soul leave your body like astral projection. Wait, astral projection, you see, that's what most people would think of. I'm more like 50 Cent. Once I extend my show of power, you're gonna see the ghost spin off. No.
Come on, we gotta get through it. Come on.
I keep a 9 tucked in the pocket like a great centre back. See, the believability just ain't the same, but it's cool. I don't need no mill over Rivers like David Blaine. I don't need no mill over Rivers like David Blaine. I can take the easy way out with that type of composition, but think Super League. If I just let the 12 play, that will get rid of any competition. Since we're talking in football terms, after this, I'm destined for a bigger stage. My career due to take off like Crespo or Falcao, because it all started with not Boca Juniors, but a River Plate.
I really need to start learning about football.
Oh yeah.
I really do. There's so many.
One thing that we need is we need a football fan on this like every week. I think I got that because there was this new league that started, right? And there was an uproar about the teams.
Yeah, I know about the Super League. I know about all the Super League stuff. Yeah, I know about that. That was big news. As soon as you start getting into like names, then I'm like, you lost me.
It loses me a
not
little
David
bit.
Beckham.
I can keep up most of the time. I can. But I wanted to know as well, like, how long did you guys have to write for this? Because this event weren't like affected by COVID or anything, was it? It ran exactly when it was supposed to.
It wasn't. We had Rivers. You probably remember. I don't know, like maybe around, was it March? Pretty much. We were maybe locked in March, April times, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the event was in August, right?
End of July. Yeah. But
okay.
Yeah, effectively, I didn't have all that actual time to write, as I said, because initially I had Mackenzie booked before Rivers, so I was kind of So for me personally, I kind of started writing properly for Rivers. What do you call it? Maybe mid-June, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, mid-June. Yeah. Like obviously I was brainstorming and putting a lot of lines down in the meantime before mid-June. But when you come to actually writing it, it's a different story. So,
yeah, no, definitely. You can see that you start getting a lot more comfortable in the first round. I noticed because like when you turn around and that sort of thing, it's like it isn't so rigid. Like you can see that you're more and more throughout the battle. Like both of you two, as soon as the crowd you start getting that buzz, like you were saying before. You can just see it coming through you. It's brilliant. Yeah, we'll take it back just a tad and bring it back on. And again, the Rivers name flips. Like you think you're gonna run out. It feels like do you remember Big J, Lefty, and all the owl bars? It feels like that. Like there's so many like that I don't think I've ever heard. Like so,
love the landmarks, like theme almost.
Yeah.
That is just so good.
Yeah, no, that's
on point.
David Blaine. I can take the. I said I don't need no mill over Rivers like David Blaine. I can take the easy way out with that type of composition, but think Super League. If I just let the 12 play, that will get rid of any competition. Since we're talking in football terms, after this, I'm destined for a bigger stage. My career due to take off like Crespo or Falcao. Because it all started with not Boca Juniors, but a River Plate. I'm finna black out, make him tap out, cover every area. Yeah, I got it mapped out, cause I'll be barking from the east side of Rivers, then be harrowing from the west side of Rivers.
Wait, hang on, Tom, you reacted to this bit of the battle though. You can't react to anything else apart from what is being said, okay? I didn't even realize it was getting to that bit, but crash, man.
Yeah, that's what got me. It distracted me. You're gonna have to go back because that is what got me.
I need to stop putting the comments up when we're watching. No,
you need to stop that. That's
definitely.
You can't put up comments that are funnier than us.
But now you need to just listen. Sorry.
Composition, but think Super League. If I just let the 12 play, that will get rid of any competition. Since we're talking in football terms, after this, I'm destined for a bigger stage. My career due to take off like Crespo or Falcao. Because it all started with not Boca Juniors, but a River Plate. I'm finna black out, make him tap out, cover every area. Yeah, I got it mapped out, cause I'll be barking from the east side of Rivers, then be harrowing from the west side of Rivers. South side of Rivers, no oval, I'm well rounded on the target, then wig on the north side of Rivers, going straight for his bonnet.
Jesus, right, I know, I understand that whole thing, but you're going to need to break it down to those of us that don't live in London. You're going to have to break that down for us because there is so much
I got
more.
The vibe.
I know there's more to it than what I'm getting even. Like,
it was just a matter of fact of mentioning areas that were like that region of River Thames in London. So east side is Barking, freaking west side is Harrow, south side is Oval, and then north side is Barnet. So it's just like using all of that.
What I love about that bar is the fact that you were literally just naming places, but because the community's quite tight, that gets a big reaction. Like when you break it down, it's a real. It's like it's more of a performance. If that makes sense.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like the walking,
like you're really good at hyping that crowd, and it works really well. Because even though, because I wasn't really following, I'm bad with that. But like, I still got like worked up with it. I wanted to really vibe with it. So it's like,
But when you got that all together, when you finally and was like, and the north side is bad. Like, was it just like, shit? This is gonna go. Did you think that was gonna pop?
What
that was one of your strongest points. That bit.
That was a bar that I added in like the day before, and I said to Black T, like, because me and Black T we were practicing in the lead up to the event, and I just ran it past Black T, and I was just like, listen, I felt like my round one was missing something, that like X factor, like something that will stand out. And I was just like, I feel like this might do it, but I was just like, I don't know. I just feel like I have to throw it in there, and I feel like maybe this should. If that doesn't work, then maybe something else will. But it was just like I didn't know how well it'll go down. So yeah, there's always. I think there's always the bars that you don't like think about too much that kind of go off. So yeah,
no, definitely. Was it Rivers? Was it hard not to react to that bar? Oh, I guess it was. We'll ask him that in a bit, but
that is something as well. Like I do wonder a lot of like I would crumble. Like a big part of why I couldn't be like do any of this is because like if I was in that situation, I would either like I would probably cry for one, but like I would also like I would have to burst out laughing. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't. Yeah. I couldn't hold myself in that zone. And that's a tough, must be a tough sort of line to keep, like, and because you have to keep focus, I imagine, obviously on where your bars are and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you've got to remember your next round as well. That's what
you got a lot going on.
I'd always want to go first just so I can at least enjoy the last round. Like,
just get the first one out. You didn't have to worry about remembering it.
No, I mean, but Rivers, just before you went, then I was just going to ask, like, that little scheme, then the north, south, east, west bit, was that hard not to react to? Because I can imagine it was in the room.
Oh yeah. Listen, it's with an opponent like Moke here. For the most time, you're trying not to react to anything because you're hearing so much shit that it's like, oh, okay, oh, that's nice, oh, that's fucking fire, all right. But at the same time, I don't want to fall out of this task that I have. But I'm hearing so much shit up there, and to be honest, it's kind of pissing me off because I'm thinking, hold on a second, so I've got to do all of that. All right. You know what I mean?
It's for an easy win,
you know, like when battlers say it's a long night up there. One of those situations. It's a long night when you hear people like Moke just going back to back with it, back to back. It's like, will you just give us some, please? Because like, you're making it hard for me out here. But
stumble or something.
I really like this whole scheme. The way that you set it up as well, the geography bit just before, like it's just everything tied in. It was perfect. This, I feel it was
very well constructed.
What I thought is he started off with the river flips, and then he ended on a strong one, innit? So like he's already opened the door, then he's got through, then he's got towards the end of the round, and he's hit another strong one. So it just landed very, very well. He's already primed him up for the river flip at the end. So it was fire still.
Definitely. I want to watch it again. Definitely.
Not Boca Juniors, but a river play. I'm finna black out, make him tap out, cover every area. Yeah, I got it mapped out, because I'll be barking from the east side of rivers, then be harrowing from the west side of rivers. South side of rivers, no oval, I'm well rounded on the target, then wig on the north side of rivers, going straight for his bonnet. I said, I'm finna black out, make him tap out, cover every area. Yeah, I got it mapped out, because I'll be barking from the east side of rivers, then be harrowing from the west side of rivers. South side of rivers, no oval, I'm well rounded on the target, then wig on the north side of rivers, going straight for his body. Let's go. You really got to see someone about that X woman, bro. I got black soap, skincare routines for all the spots that you can't catch. But it's cool, because today I'm finna be that itch that you can't scratch. You've got a lot of people here doubting that you'll even win. So fuck your eczema, because today you really got to play out of your skin. It's not Moab. Please ensure that it's all caps. Someone tell Itchy and Scratchy to fall back.
That was nice. That was. How does it feel when everyone's like saying your lyrics with you?
It's good. It's reassuring that like they actually enjoyed the bar. Because you know sometimes like it's not like anyone asked me to wheel it up. Like no one encouraged me, but I just felt like I had to get it off again. So it was encouraging to know that they wanted to hear it again, sort of thing. So
definitely.
It's always a good sign. But
it's like the most you can ask for, really, I guess, from it, definitely.
Oh yeah, get to live in that moment again of like people with like, because I there is a lot like, especially when you watch it live and keep an eye on the audience, people are desperate to have moments where they can like
react,
where they hit that kind of bar where it's like, I get to fucking big you up by singing along. It's like a super English thing to do. Like everybody wants to do it. So I imagine it's super satisfying.
Always break. Definitely. But yeah, really strong round. Definitely coming out the gate. I think a lot of people probably were new to you from this battle, I guess, as well. Like obviously, only having one battle on, no loose chat before, but doing your bits elsewhere. I think you definitely cemented opinions in a few people just from that first round, man. How was you feeling after that first round? Do you remember at all? Or are you just kind of hoping that Rivers chokes, or what's going through your head at this point?
Nah. I'd never pray on my opponent to choke, especially not Rivers anyway. I was thinking, you know what? That was a solid first round. It went how I was hoping for it to go. Like everything that I expected to landed, which was, in my opinion, pretty much all the bars in the first round. In my opinion, I don't think there was one bar that was like kind of like, every like the reactions were hitting. So for me, I was just like, you know what? I've done all that I can. I've done what I needed to do. Now I can relax and let Rivers do his thing, because I was just like, regardless of what he comes with, I've done myself justice in that first round. So that's how I was feeling. Yeah,
definitely put a good start on it. 100%.
Yeah, no. And Rivers obviously does come back round one, so let's see what he's got.
Yo! Round one on Rivers, let's go. 1,000 river fits? Man.
That was crazy, but everybody else already did the shit. I'm from an era where you gotta be the best on the fucking planet. You're from an era where as long as your friends say you win, you can put yourself above the challenge. But don't get me wrong, I completely understand bars are a representation of the way you felt. But you still gotta make it home when they turn these fucking cameras off. So big man, behave yourself.
Do you know what? I tweeted it the other day. Oh shit. Shout out Nola's chat. What's up? Thank you for giving us this.
What's up, man?
Thank you very much.
Oh, guys.
I tweeted this the other day about Rivers opening like lines and battles, and I don't know how you do it, man. But the one against Yunnan, and this as well, that little scheme there, it's just so commanding. Like I don't know how you do it, but it's brilliant. What was like? Do you purposely do that? Do you write your first little bit as like a proper haymaker every time, or?
Basically, what it is with that is that comes from battling on other leagues. So when I battle on other leagues, I kind of feel like I want to give them something straight away to kind of like appreciate what I do, or something straight away to say, okay, he's come here to play, or something like that. So I've kind of just learned over time, whether it's a joke, whether it's an impactful line, just give them something from the jump, out the gate, as Tech would say. And that was basically thinking behind it each time. Just give them something to just announce your arrival, really. So that's really what
it definitely pays off.
Yeah, that behave yourself, like cap off to the end, was like a real sort of challenge. That was like a test there. Like that's where it's really like, okay, well, how we doing this? Like let's fucking do it then.
Yeah.
It
says kind of talk to him bars as well. I like that sort of stuff. I think I favor to that sort of stuff more than anything else, really. Just it's simple like it's a very simple form of it, but it's so impactful. Like sometimes, you know, the slightest movement can make the biggest dramatic effect or whatever. You know what I mean? It's I do like it, but we'll take it back, watch that little bit again. Sorry, man.
Yeah, I was saying essentially we're just two guys having a very skilled argument, really and truly. So that's why I'd like to talk to in bars and, you know, the real personal stuff, like not overly personal, but, you know, personal as in like my character, his character, that will always work because essentially we're having a skilled argument. You know what I mean? This is the most skilled argument you're going to have in life. So of course we've got to get into each other and touch.
I'm gonna write that down.
That is quite good. It is just a skilled argument.
I like that.
You know, you guys would be killing it in like debate teams and shit like that.
Oh, can you imagine?
But yeah,
anyway. They never knew him.
1,000 river fits. Man. That was crazy, but everybody else already did the shit. I'm from an era where you gotta be the best on the fucking planet. You're from an era where as long as your friends say you win, you can put yourself above the challenge. But don't get me wrong, I completely understand bars are a representation of the way you felt. But you still gotta make it home when they turn the fucking cameras off. So big man, behave yourself. This dumb you! Fuck you and the ancestors you pray to! I knew the art of rapping niggas up before art of rap made you! I was champion of the UK before you even dropped your debut. It's comparable. Bar for bar and punches delivered. I'm one of the killers. In that pool, you're barely afloat. You died struggling with rivers. You rep for Moke. I rep the culture for my brothers and sisters. So it's either bail or get crashed on with big straps. That's my FTW niggas. I said drop the entitlement, Moke. It's one of my triggers. Till a gun butt leave you curled up in a power nap. I feel like URL but Kevin Hart. I'm about to give this clown a smack. Let's compound the fact. I carved the lane for you to follow route all round the map. Made myself at home, stressed out with housing crap. Ready to blow up the old Brixton Town Hall and leave the whole council flat.
Jesus.
Oh.
Why do I agree? It should be. I guess Soul uses that as a slogan, doesn't he, at the moment? Behave yourself, but I don't think he's ever had an impact like how you just done it, to be fair. I think you kind of just won it off him.
Power behind those words.
There was. You meant it.
He meant it.
No, like Moke went in so hard in the first round. It gave me a mountain climb, so I had to turn up at everything, aggression, projection, everything. So that's what I mean about when you have the good opponents. It will make you step up in the moment.
Yeah.
If you got what it takes. Yeah,
no, definitely. Meg, I bet you just stood there as well, like thinking, shit, he's came. Like, this is Rivers.
Yeah, you know
what? He is literally barking in your face, like he is.
Yeah, one thing I was saying to when I say people, I mean like my close friends or whatever. I was like, one thing I feel like if Rivers does in this battle, if he starts barking in my face, if he like comes with that energy, then I feel like it would elevate everything like he says. Because it's not to say that the way he was performing before wasn't good, but I just felt like if he added that element, then it could be long.
Yeah, especially in like a live performance. Getting the audience amped and on your side is a good idea. Like, you know,
yeah, definitely. It's the aim of the game.
That's it.
I've taken it back a little bit just to catch that last bit again, though, because that cancel flat bar was
killers in that pool. You're barely afloat. You died struggling with rivers. You rep for Moke. I rep the culture for my brothers and sisters. So it's either bail or get crashed on with big straps. That's my FTW niggas. I said drop the entitlement, Moke. It's one of my triggers. Till a gun butt leave you curled up in a power nap. I feel like URL but Kevin Hart. I'm about to give this clown a smack. Let's compound the fact. I carved the lane for you to follow route all round the map. Made myself at home, stressed out with housing crap. Ready to blow up the old Brixton Town Hall and leave the whole council flat. I said, that's what my mum's dad. You get done bad, one jab. He thought he could rock Mackenzie and fall back on Rivers like a drunk chav.
That's good. I like that.
You're trying to make statements as if our positions could trade places. He trying to make moves in Manny till I put him in his place like an estate agent. Put him home for the tour. You was vocal before, but you're discreet now. Cause Silent Rivers run it deep down. I teach clowns. If you get little student discounts with them cheap rounds, you come home to my dogs wearing hazmat suits, putting plastic sheets down. So when it comes to Rivers, he'll cross that bridge when he gets there. We're just standing in front of the streets now. What's poppin', Mo? Yo! Buttons. I said, what's poppin', Mo? You're pressing buttons like you're trying to cross the roads. That luggage in the group with the money chips, the only thing you're trying to knock and load. I seen him buck, but I got no script. Made him lose paper. I watched it, bro. You're the dickhead that planted a seed and lost the roots and stopped his growth. You clocked the code. You believe you branched out, but dropped the axe, so I chop you, bro. They said Mo came from.
That whole scheme was just crazy as well. That was really well put together. Shout out, Jen. What's up? Are you doing well?
Hey, how you doing, Jen?
That is crazy, though. That is crazy.
I need to go back. We need to watch that bit again. That's
no, definitely. I'm just
pace on that. Oh.
Yeah, that was nice. That was. I'll need to.
If you get little student discounts with them cheap rounds, you come home to my dogs wearing hazmat suits, putting plastic sheets down. So when it comes to Rivers, he'll cross that bridge when he gets there. We're just standing in front of the streets now. What's poppin', Mo? Yo! Buttons. I said, what's poppin', Mo? You're pressing buttons like you're trying to cross the roads. That luggage in the group with the money chips, the only thing you're trying to knock and load. I seen him buck, but I got no script. Made him lose paper. I watched it, bro. You're the dickhead that planted a seed and lost the roots and stopped his growth. You clocked the code. You believe you branched out, but dropped the axe, so I chop you, bro. They said Mo came for a classic, and he got a box. And from the blocks, I can Mo win by a scalp. If he get pushed back off the top, I was active killing. Well, you got smoked on that ammunition. This Don forgot, not knowing what got him killed, like no subtitles in a foreign film. He lost the plot. He lost the plot. What's he on? Elaborate visions. You can get punched to death, street corner, ring, or octagon. The angle different. This an uppercut from Clapham.
So I gotta say that bar was stupid. That was. I didn't quite catch all of that though.
If you get pushed back off the top, I was active killing. Well, you got smoked on that ammunition. This Don forgot, not knowing what got him killed, like no subtitles in a foreign film. He lost the plot. He lost the plot. What's he on? Elaborate visions. You can get punched to death, street corner, ring, or octagon. The angle different. This an uppercut from Clapham. I said this an uppercut from Clapham. That's the product of the violence that I'm near. He said he's outside before June 20th. You only been outside 7 times in your career. I said, fuck the rap you spit. Them weak haymakers don't count you as a friend. My haymakers leave him dead, like his lady giving head. He lose all feeling downward from the neck. I'm an activist for the cowards they protect. That means I changed their whole fucking thought process with the powers I possess. I opened something, they put paper down, it's more come hunting, no discussion. How you gonna change things when I fuck up your motor functions?
Honestly.
That you can see that's the first part. That's the bar where I couldn't hold my reaction. I was like, nah. I was
was trying to find a place to stop that then, but then you got onto like you just go on to the next bit and I'm like, oh no, this bit though. And then I'm like, oh yeah, but this bit.
Yeah.
And then it just, oh man. Snowballs.
Dense. This is a dense round.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's all kinds of flames. All kinds of flames.
I wish I had like Sherlock Mind Palace level of like. I wish I could just go back in my head and be like, oh, what was this bit? That.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, and this is why I've watched loads of battles, like this one especially. When I got the pay-per-view, I must have watched this like 3 times in the first day, just because I knew I weren't getting everything. I just knew I weren't. And even on the first watch, I'm like screaming at this like screen, like yes, yeah, just
Yes!
you know, Jen's put it right
I
here.
agree.
Such a great description, just dense.
Yeah, like there's a lot, and you have to almost sacrifice a bit, especially if you're watching it live. You kind of have to sacrifice a little bit of the enjoyment of like living in like bars, because you have to actively listen and you know and follow along. So it's tough.
Yeah, no,
but it's so good.
It's
like a skill. It's like reading subtitles whilst watching a film.
I hope that me and Mark could give like a very high quality, proper, like, you know, like them battles you have to unpack them. Like that's really what I wanted us to bring to the table. And I'm happy that even with the first round, it's like there's a lot of playback on that round there. So
definitely.
Yeah, man. Happy that we worked.
No, it did. And this is like one thing that I noticed on the era versus era. I don't know how much like thought went into it, or whether it was just kind of who was available and it just worked out lucky. I think there was work that went into it just because of the people involved, but like the matchups on this event were solid. Like they were, I don't think there was an odd matchup really. I think it all made sense. You know, and this is testament to that, this battle, definitely. You know, the highest of quality. The highest.
Both of you really came into the first round to set an example. Like neither of you were going to give up any ground.
No Loose Chat came in and just had like, you know, event of the year on their first like big event. Like as a company, it's madness, really. Like, you know,
this is a home run.
What No Loose Chat have already done, and shout out as well. I've seen it going around. Retweeted it about getting their 1,000 subs and that. It's amazing. It is amazing. Well done, guys. Onwards and upwards. Cheers. Definitely. But yeah, let's get back into this.
Easy, branched out, but drop the axe or I'll chop you, bro. They said Mo came for a classic, and he got a box, and from the blocks I can Mo win by a scalp. If he get pushed back off the top, I was active killing, while you got smoked on that ammunition. This Don forgot, not knowing what got him killed, like no subtitles in a foreign film. He lost the plot. He lost the plot. What's he on? Elaborate visions. You can get punched to death, street corner, ring, or octagon. The angle different. This an uppercut from Clapham.
Angle different.
Yeah, I said this an uppercut from Clapham. That's the product of the violence that I'm near. He said he's outside before June 20th. You only been outside 7 times in your career. Fuck the rap you spit. Them weak haymakers don't count you as a friend. My haymakers leave him dead, like his lady giving head. He lose all feeling downward from the neck. I'm an animalism for the cowards they protect. That means I changed their whole fucking thought process with the powers I possess. I open something, they put paper down, it's more come hunting, no discussion. How you gonna change gears when I fuck up your motor functions? Let's go!
Just stop it.
I said uppercut.
Venom.
An uppercut give Mo concussion, thinking he'd survive fire. You just touched the platform. I've been on the wrong side of the tracks where it's live wire. Getting booked, still having to push through the worst times. That means it will be shocking how you die getting cooked from the 3rd line.
I'm gonna have to run that back. There's something I've missed.
That was...
Let's run that back. And let's run that
How
back
you gonna
again.
change gears when I fuck up your motor functions? Let's go! Uppercut! I said uppercut! An uppercut give Mo concussion. Think he needs to survive fire. You just touched the platform. I've been on the wrong side of the tracks where it's live wire. Getting booked, still having to push through the worst times. That means it will be shocking how you die getting cooked from the third line. You're
You know, but that angle as well was true because it was difficult. You know, it was kind of don't flop or nothing for a while, and a lot of fans. I was guilty of it at the time as well, but a lot of fans were kind of that same mentality. But Rivers, you were one of the Gab guys really that came over and transitioned quite well into don't flop. What did you have a different approach coming into there, or was it just kind of you were just you? Do you know what I mean? Izzo in the house as well. What is that?
There he is.
Salute to the Anarchy chap.
The anarchist.
I think the anarchist himself. I think that's definitely a factor when you go to a new league and everything. You're aware of the audience, you're aware of the battlers that they're used to seeing and stuff like that. So you know that some of the stuff that you maybe use may not work here. So you got to kind of identify what works. So I think, okay, be yourself, but tap into like maybe your humor side. Like you can afford to push the intellectual side a little bit more. So you just kind of figure out what ingredients are best for what plate in it. So I think that was what it is.
Yeah,
I think that helps in it because again, every different opponent you get, same thing. You've got to give them a different kind of approach. So it just helps getting more experience with different types of opponents.
I never thought about it like that really. I guess you do it for every opponent rather than every league anyway as well. Like that's kind of a natural thing that battlers would have to do.
You need to write this down. To write a book.
That's good. I do like it. Really solid first round from both of you. We'll just finish off Rivers first now and get into the second round as well.
And on the day it drops, this gon' stay a loss. Be smart next time and use your fucking head, or I'm gonna be right back here to take it off.
Let's go, my bro. Fucking You were battling when Vine and Keek were on the map. Back when Instagram first introduced videos on the app. Back when Snapchat launched and they used to show the clock. And we couldn't work out if the logo was a ghost or not. Back when Periscope was about to grow and pop. But this era is battling in the age of the new Twitter feed. That means we're fully gonna expose this crop. Because Rivers, what's your legacy?
Let's go.
What was you saying then?
Sorry?
What was you saying then?
Oh no, I was just saying that was slept on a little bit, but it's all good, man. It happens. Like,
I love that. Just like sitting in it for a bit. Just be like, yeah, that was good.
No, it was. I'm bringing that back, definitely.
For me, the way how Moke starts his round, for me up there, I was thinking I'm like the only person that is like of a certain caliber from the younger era, because he was very poised. Like he didn't start like I just had a fire round. But if you forwarded my round and just started as Mock, you would never know because of the poise that he has going forward in the second round for him, innit? So again, these are little bits of professionalism that changed man from being some kind of new rookie to man being like a seasoned kind of, one of them guys at this shit. So,
You know where I learned that from, Rivers? It was after my Roots battle, because his second round definitely wobbled me for my second. Like you could tell that I'd been you could tell I'd been I'd been rattled. So I had to make sure I didn't show
you look very conscious. It looks very conscious that you've kept your foot on the accelerator. Like you haven't said, all right, cool, you had the ground, let me see what I can do. It's like, no, I'm gonna kind of push this. And that's like still. I know some
No, definitely, we'll get back into it. Let's see it.
Fucking head, or I'm gonna be right back here to take it off.
Let's go, my bro. Fucking You were battling when Vine and Keek were on the map. Back when Instagram first introduced videos on the app. Back when Snapchat launched and it used to show the clock. And we couldn't work out if the logo was a ghost or not. Back when Periscope was about to grow and pop. But this era is battling in the age of the new Twitter feed. That means we're fully gonna expose this crop. Cause Rivers, what's your legacy?
Let's go.
Because Rivers, what's your legacy? You came into this game telling us your stories about being involved in crime, street tales and holding nines. But since then, you've never really grown with time. And just because you wear shades and talk about holding sticks doesn't mean you're going blind. Hold it down. Let's go. Rivers, what's your legacy? You've got 6 songs on SoundCloud, totaling less than 1,000 playbacks. 2 of those 6 joints are the same tracks. Is it studio money you lack? Do you need peas? Or are you too old school? You're still in the streets selling CDs. Rivers, what's your legacy? Every day is SW9 this, SW9 that. But every battle, we do not even see your hood. Clearly, it doesn't love you right back. Rivers, what's your legacy? Rivers, what's your legacy? You fumbled the bag with Premier battles. You battled Chris Lees for the title and acted like you were on some GOAT shit. Ironically, you took it off Lees and you never really owned it. Too pussy to defend your title, demand and pay worth enormous sums. That's awful, son. This fraud is done. Like a hotel room, we were supposed to see the price go up when you could view Rivers. Instead, we just saw this waterfront. Rivers, what?
This whole scheme is just, I need to take back a bit just to get it all, but Jesus,
Yeah, no,
man, it's not even over yet.
Bringing that fight back.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, definitely fighting back. Definitely. Just going to take it back a little bit just because I needed a break just quickly just to get everything that's already been said.
Is it studio money you lack? Do you need peas? Or are you too old school? You're still in the streets selling CDs. Rivers, what's your legacy? Every day is SW9 this, SW9 that. But every battle, we do not even see your hood. Clearly, it doesn't love you right back. Rivers, what's your legacy? Rivers, what's your legacy? You fumbled the bag with Premier battles. You battled Chris Lees for the title and acted like you were on some GOAT shit. Ironically, you took it off Lees and you never really owned it. Too pussy to defend your title, demand and pay worth enormous sums. That's awful, son. This fraud is done. Like a hotel room, we were supposed to see the price go up when you could view Rivers. Instead, we just saw this waterfront. Rivers, what? Rivers, what's your legacy? You started Hustle Tier. Hustle Tier? Fam, aren't you supposed to be a legend or a vet? So to me, that seems to be puzzling. I mean, Hustle Tier? You're in a tier where you shouldn't be hustling. Rivers, what's your legacy? You lost the Yunnan, Dialect, Tony D on the 2-on-2. If Frankie didn't choke, he probably would have ruined you. Which top tier opponent have you really beat through and through? Because you always lost when it matters. You even lost when it was matter of fact.
I'm gonna need to see some receipts. I'm gonna need to see some receipts.
The one that I will definitely dispute is Rivers definitely beat Yunnan. It was a highly debated one anyway, but Rivers got that one definitely. I get why you put him in the scheme.
When you battle somebody, yeah, they could have 30'd their last opponent, but you're gonna tell them, and you lost to Jim Bob Greenhand. He killed you. Like 3-0 to him. Like, it's what we do in it. Like we're battlers. Like we're never gonna tell you. Like in our description, we're never gonna be like, so you 30'd him, and you 30'd him, but now you got me. We're gonna be like, no, you lost to everybody. And now you
even if I felt, I know in my chest that I feel like Rivers beat Matter. I know in my chest that I feel like he may beat Yunnan as well. But I was just like, nah, fuck that. He didn't.
Yeah, you know, you might get under his skin if you said it.
Yeah, fuck that guy for now.
That's
talk my shit for a bit.
But no, this whole scheme that you're putting together, though, it's a really good way of making the audience think a bit differently as well. Because I like the hustle to a bit as well, like flipping that on him. I thought that worked really well.
I think I could have delivered that line a bit better in terms of the point I was trying to get across, but it's all good as long as
it still landed though. You can see by my face.
Rob never taken a loss.
100%. Only
we'll
him and Phil Mitchell on YouTube has that title.
Be hustling. Rivers, what's your legacy? You lost the Yunnan, Dialect, Tony D on the 2-on-2. If Frankie didn't choke, he probably would have ruined you. Which top tier opponent have you really beat through and through? Because you always lost when it matters. You even lost when it was matter. Matter of fact. You always lost when it matters. You even lost when it was matter. Matter of fact, that wasn't even your worst one. Because you lost to a poet I know in the battle rap, and that was her first one. She had your verse one. I'm talking a single mum of 4 beautiful little girls. Lost her virginity in battle rap and came out with her first son. So when I disrespect your status as a legend, this is why. Because the more I deep it, a rivers ain't where you go for bigger fish to fry. So don't look at me like I'm being arrogant. I'm just here mentioning the facts. Because I was like Chip a few weeks ago. I really had to question the clash. See this new era? See this new era? We're rising up, better wisen up and tighten up. You can see the climate changing, sea levels rising and rivers drying up. See you old era heads, we're rappers, and that's what's killing me. Because I'm a poet, standing toe to toe with one of your best. So what does it really say about your ability? It's smoke, it's not Moab. Rap.
Jesus, I love that ending as well. Your closer, I almost but he would never have came on here again or done anything again. But I almost told Tom that your name was Moak, just for a laugh. I almost did, but I thought I'm not going to do like that. I can't.
Never would have trusted him ever again.
Do it. Only because he'll be thinking about it, and then he'll get. I laugh
at it as well. Huh?
That meant you would have had to have held it up. You would have had to have called him Moak whenever we spoke about it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I ain't doing that. I wouldn't disrespect you like that, man.
Could have done it. Could have got me.
Of course, the first time that I read it, I was like, is that Moak or Moak? But I love the slogan that you got for it. It's good. Yeah. This is what we were talking about before, isn't it? It's just like, I wouldn't believe that this was an era versus era match, if you know what I mean. This doesn't look like a new guy against somebody who's been doing it for long. Do you know what I mean?
This was like a vet battle.
Yeah, this is just a battle. Do you know what I mean? This is just a plain and simple, both on level playing field battle. Yeah, really, really enjoying it. Really am. We'll get into Rivers' second round now.
I said it's Rivers versus Gear 1. But that drive ain't getting past me, so after this, don't act like that Gear 1. They put a skilled, stylish Moke versus Rivers. Your career done, I fear none. You fired a shot for attention with Rivers, but now I'm up in your boat, where's that flare gun? Watch them spinning records. Let's go! I watched him spitting reckless, gripping on the weapon. Thought you'd take the crown if George died like Elizabeth II. Watched him gripping on the weapon. Thought you'd take the crown if George died like Elizabeth II. Instead his funeral got delayed. I would have moved that sooner. Watch George outclass you with punches like Eubank Jr.
And I'm not going to be taking it back to rewatch stuff, but that was fire. It just popped into my head because when I'm just doing like random stuff, I'll think about like that bar, for example. A couple of days ago at work, somebody was talking about boxing and they mentioned Chris Eubank Jr. and that came into my head. Does that ever happen to you guys? Like your material just randomly come back to you and you're like, oh shit, I need to forget that because I'm doing another battle.
Yeah, it can happen sometimes.
Yeah. I'd worry that I'm going to go into like, when you were battling both Mackenzie and Rivers around the same sort of time. I'll be worried that I was going to go into Mackenzie's verses or,
Yeah,
Rivers versus, you know,
I was very worried for my Mackenzie battle. I was like, when I was practicing, there was some lines I was saying from the Rivers battle. I was like, bro, that shit's dead and gone now. Like, I need to forget it. But
yeah, I bet.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going through that now as I'm prepping and that. Sometimes I slide into my mock material and I have to just, yo, wait, chill. You've done this. You know what I mean, so yeah. I think because I've seen the battle a lot of times, so it's proper memorizing different type of levels now. So yeah, it's a bit mad, but yeah, it's alright. I just put a few different cues to change me from saying whatever I need to say. But yeah, like for the most part, when there's a lot of reaction to certain things, hard to forget it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, definitely. Looking forward as well. It'll be the first time watching you live. For us, we're going to be at Apex. So yeah, we're looking forward.
Are you guys going to be there?
To watching you first. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. If you're there, come up to us.
Yeah, I'm rubbish at
I'm rubbish at recognizing people. Like I was staring at Cooper at Home Invasion, and we both were kind of like, you know, like eyeing each other out, like I think I knew. And then I was like, "You're Cooper," and he was like, "Yeah, I am." And I was like, "Cool, shit." But I am rubbish. So if anyone who's at Apex, please do come and speak to us.
I'll be the one in the very loud shirt. That'll be me.
Always got to stand out.
Them black power punches missed. I found that message distorted because we struggled that gap. A black league that you never supported. You know the stigmas that we walk behind? No, you kick back and ignore the sign. Shocked to step a fucking pinky toe over that borderline. You can fool some people sometime, Mock, but you can't fool all the people all the time. Support the grind. If you're gonna be a prick, at least back your points like a porcupine. I said, you took all that time. And that's what you come up with, cuz. I know it stings that he'd be prepared to die, but he must be buzzed. He said white boys are more accepted by corporate media because black boys talk guns and crud. But drill's the most popular growing music genre. Is he on fucking drugs? I newsflash, Moke. Yes. No one who hears or sees Moke expects any talk about guns or crud. You see what this young'un does? He finessing the bars off, trying to speak on behalf of a hood demographic that he never was part of. I said, fuck Moke. I said, fuck Moke. You was working on sharp wordplay, I had to be cutthroat. On smoke, gunning man that ducked, then going back to the block to duck gun smoke. I leveled up, bro. This gear 7,971.
What is this Gear 1 thing? I need to ask. Like, where does it come from?
You know what? Like my second battle, that I ever did, it was against a guy called Photo Boy, and for whatever reason, I really wanted to show that I can, like take my shit to another level. So I was just like, what can I say to like really illustrate that? Then I was like, all right, Gear 1. And then I actually went Gear 2, then Gear 3. So I used to go through like all the numbers, and then I did it against Black T. But it's just ever since, like, I think when I said it against Black T, because this was like Art of Rap's first live, first like proper venued event sort of thing. As soon as I said Gear 1, the crowd was like, they were like rocking. So it's kind of been like my slogan that people kind of attach themselves to. I never intended it for it to be a slogan after my Photo Boy battle. It was just I felt that was the best way to approach it. But then, so now it's just stuck with the people and myself, I guess. So
you know it is though, because Moke never used it in this battle yet. It's like it does become a question of what does he mean by this? That's why I had to say it a few times.
I purposely left it out because I knew. I purposely left it out in this battle because I was like,
Did you write a scheme though for it, for Rivers?
Sorry?
Did you think about like an idea for Rivers, like to put it on him, or was it just you just decided not to completely?
Yeah, I just decided not to because I was like, I feel I was second guessing what he would try and come with and talk about gears and stuff, which he did. So I was trying to minimize.
It would have. Yeah, no, definitely, because it would have had so much more impact if you started off your round with gear 1, and then I say this gear 7,000. It's like, oh, okay, there's levels here.
Exactly.
See, this is what I mean, and this is why battle rap is so crazy, because it's not even about what you write. Sometimes it's about what you don't write. Do you know what I mean? It's so much more than just what you say. It's about what you don't say.
If you came with like more of a focus, you know, on Moke saying that in a round, Moke doesn't do it. You know, that could have been a moment. That like it could have been, you know, it could have, you know, stumbled you.
And that's what I'm saying. It's so difficult for battle rappers. It really is, and that's why it's something that like it shouldn't be taken lightly. Like if you ain't fully into it and kind of like that kind of wordsmith level, you know, there's places to go to practice your craft and everything. I get that, but like coming on to
you can get real, it's real tactical.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like looking at like Premier Battles like this academy, like some of the people that were in the first round, you know, everyone keeps going on about it, and it's quite negative, so I won't go on too much, but there was like a low caliber on that one. But then you look at like last year's process and this year's process, like the difference between them is crazy, and it's just about scouting, I guess, and applying what the league owners know. Really, like, they do their jobs well.
The more top let's say performances that us battlers put on, the more inspiration it is for whoever's coming up anyway. So they're going to be seeing some of the best material ever as they're making their way in it, which is only going to make them realize what level they need to be on more quicker in it. So
yeah, no, definitely.
It's still up to us as well to set that example. I mean,
yeah, which I mean, you know, this event showed that you did. We'll get back into this now, but yeah, this event definitely did show that the vets were still here to play their part, basically. But, yeah, we'll see this round out now.
This gear 7,971. Appreciate it. Pass me shade, now these Versace shades. I don't even see the hatred. I receive a name and get scheme related. Your modus operandi, also known when abbreviated as most original
Oh shit. I
did say I weren't going to take it back, but I am going to just for that bit.
Yeah. I didn't even clock the setup. Fucking hell. That's crazy.
Jen, as always, facts. There's so much of a buzz around. Like, I feel like the UK coming back, No Loose Chat was at the forefront of it. You know, this year, this reinsurgence has happened. Definitely. There's not really much more to say apart from we did have to take this back.
Yeah, that one deserves it.
Yeah, let's get back into
it. We're running behind.
This gear 7,971. This gear 7,971. Appreciate it. Pass me shade, now these Versace shades. I don't even see the hatred. I receive a name and get scheme related. Your modus operandi, also known when abbreviated as most original African king. But you deviated from all that. Most original, cool. We should maybe explore that. Original. Synonyms include authentic, genuine, basically what's real. Yeah. You're a little bitch that was never outside, so it's not a skill. But you named yourself most original. That's how we know the plot was dodgy. You can't emulate your idols because you've got a hobby, because by definition, an original is created personally by a particular typewriter. Facts. Not a copy. How the fuck?
Facts, not a copy.
How the fuck are you original? When you bit Loaded Lux's large picture and conceited slow it down. You bit Mook's vegan for trying to go bar, your dance didn't get away with it. What kind of bitches do you roll around? You remix M's Palms a sweaty verse, so you're not embarrassed. How can you have the original spot established when you remix Conceited bar by having a K like I'm saying what in Spanish? He's a party. Listen.
Let's go, Let's go.
He's a bar thief. The man them's watching, folks. They got the quotes. On the next one, the irony almost lost me though. Cause you had the nerve to bite Romney's barb out taking so many punches. The fans go scream, get taking punches, Bridget. No pun intended, but smack yourself. As to get off the ropes. I said taking punches, Bridget. No pun intended, but smack yourself. As for get off the ropes, that means let go of the lines or you hang yourself. Original or a gino?
I don't know why that's never been thought of before. I had to Google what that meant though, what a gino is. But it's like a sly, sneaky person basically. But yeah.
I love the way Rivers
That
said
sounds
that.
like you.
Yeah, basically.
Read
Yeah.
it. Danny, you 100% have written that down, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I haven't. Honestly, I haven't. But I did Google it
Urban Dictionary.
when I first said, yeah, because I think that's so simple. Again, it's those little simple things that please me. I'm a simple man. What can I say?
It's honestly.
Finish up. Original or a gino? Nah, he's a fan of punches. He knows plenty. I'm a fan of punching too. Hold on, your team don't tempt me. You bite bars for validation. Originality is the key where you don't need no entry. Well, since you like to recycle bars, I'm gonna put you in the dirt and keep it eco-friendly. I ain't cutting pasting. I was active killing. Unanimous rap to villain, stacking shillings. To scrap I'm willing, but I got an ice cold reflex. I catch him slipping. He hungry or he biting, he get back smacked for an actual kitchen.
Do you know what? I want to go No Loose Chat event just because of the reactions, but I know you can see that like Paris is getting stressed because she knows that time limit's coming up on that venue, and you can just tell she's like, "Come on, guys, come on!" Shout out Crow.
We even got into the
Shout out Crow. What's up? But yeah, it's funny those little things. But yeah, definitely we need to get to a No Loose Chat event eventually. We do.
Be nice. You was chatting, chilling. I went countrywide a bunch of times, you little town rapper. I grew up around Paso. Yeah. So while you're out here dreaming of being king, you should be in there working on your crown chakra. This elevation, the aim is to illuminate shit. I would ask if you copy all that, but I already know you like to duplicate shit.
Let's go.
Second round down. We will, definitely we will. We just need to figure out dates and stuff at the moment. But yeah, I mean 2 rounds in and it's I wouldn't want to have to call this. I'm glad that these this event, it wasn't judged, was it?
No,
it wasn't officially judged. Yeah, I'm kind of glad in a way as well. These are the sort of battles that I'm saying are like, this is where expedition battles belong, this kind of card. For people to just talk about instead, I feel is a lot better. Definitely. What was you guys thinking going into the third then? Was you like happy with how it's going, or could you feel it? You know, I mean, I think you probably can feel
Rivers, you remember what I told you going into the third? Well, maybe, I don't know if you actually
in the third. Yeah, I think it comes up on cam. I don't know if I think they might have cut that in the edit, innit? But yeah, in between the thing, he's like, so what we looking at? 1-1, 2-2? Like, what we doing here? Like, that's what most I find that funny. But yeah, like me when I'm in the battle, I don't really know how it's looking on the outside looking in. I've had battles where I felt like I'm doing amazing, gone outside, come back in and found out that the judges gave it the other way, innit? So a lot of time I wait until the last round to know how I feel when I come off the stage, innit? And at this point of the battle, I'm still feeling like I haven't done enough to really like separate myself. I feel like Mock's still hanging in there with me at this point of the battle still. Like I'm not. Yeah, that's how it's feeling. I don't know how it looks to everybody else. That's how it's feeling to me.
To be honest,
he's still there.
Yeah, to be honest, like this was probably like the first battle where I was enjoying the exchange and I wasn't too worried about how people were calling it. I was having fun. That's why I was joking with Rivers, like, what we saying 1-1 or like, because at that point I was just like, bro, we're doing the madness right now. So for me, I wasn't too fussed. I was like,
it was more of like a strength test almost. It was like,
it was
have
like
a good spar. We'll get
exactly.
top of our
It's
games.
that Rocky and Apollo behind closed doors match, that third match.
Man.
You know what I mean? It's that respectful. You know, we're going to take each other's head off respectfully.
In my mind, at that point in my mind, I'm thinking if Mock does something crazy in his third and I can, then we've got a classic. It's certified. It's a classic. Every round it's got content worth listening to. Every round has got playback. Every round is like good performances. Yeah, we're gonna have a classic if Mock, because Mock's first in it. So I'm thinking, all right, cool. Let me see what Mock does, because if he does his thing, I feel like I already know that my third should be epic. So I'm hoping that Mock brings it home before I go out there at this point.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying as well in the battle. It was like, bring it home. I was like, yeah, don't worry, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. We was gonna go into the third round, but I actually want to save it because I kind of wanted to keep the streams to an hour and a half, and we're just about running out of time. So I don't want to rush through it, is what I'm saying. I want us to be able to really dissect and everything. So we will come back. We will put it on again, definitely. But just for now, Rivers, you weren't here towards the start, but I always ask people that come on, and I just like to get everyone's opinion on what they think about this question. But in your opinion, if you could give us a snapshot sentence or whatever of what is battle rap?
You know, I'm quite poetic sometimes.
Go for it, man.
What is the sentence that encapsulates that? What's the question again? Sorry.
Just what is battle rap?
What is battle rap? Battle rap is love, respect, intelligence, and honor among men and women. That's what I feel.
Love it.
Oof.
I love it. I do.
You need to write a book, man.
For real. Honestly. The amount of talent that is within the battle rap community is actually insane.
Before we go, Mock, do you want to make a little announcement live on air for anybody right now?
In what way? What are we talking about?
What is going on?
You know what we're talking about, bro. You know what you're talking about. It begins with an A and ends with a K.
Okay. Allow me to do the honest. Let me do the honest.
Let's do this.
So basically, as of this week, your boy Rivers, me, Unanimous, Scoop, Amity, Black T, Giz have formed a collective called ABK, Arts, Bars, and Knowledge. So I'm hoping I ain't missed anyone out, but I'm pretty sure that's the whole. And Crow as well.
Crow as well.
Jesus.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get behind that team. I can get behind that.
Obviously, London Gen will be dropping a little something exclusive very soon, kind of detailing things. I mean, but yeah, that's what it is going forward. ABK, man.
Yes, man.
ABK.
So that's the gang, that's the team. Big. Yeah, iron sharpens iron, all that. So
yeah,
man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely, I like that. Thanks for dropping it on us. That's
oh my goodness.
That is
breaking news.
Yeah, that definitely. Thank you guys.
ABK. We have merch.
We'll clip this bit for the promo, don't worry, it'll be good. But before we do go, Rivers, I just wanted to, I always get everyone to kind of introduce themselves to Tom as well, but obviously we missed that with you at the start. It might take you a little long because I know you've done a lot, a hell of a lot in the scene and even before, but kind of what was your entry point into rap and then battle rap, you know?
Okay, so me, I've been rapping for years before there was even a UK scene over here, and then like long story short, around 2013, a good friend of mine, Snoop, he's setting up a league, and he said, "Do you want to get involved?" I say, "Yeah." I see a couple battles. I start to get anxiety when I saw the battles because I knew I had to be involved. I couldn't just watch. So I threw myself in. I battled Giz, another member of ABK. I got smoked. I came back, I kept going, and then eventually, found my feet, found a little style for myself. So around 2016, I found myself on Don't Flop battling Quack. Is it 2016?
Yeah, I remember that battle. Yeah,
I'm battling Quack
around that time.
In the same year, we battled Tony D later down that year. Tony D and Locksmith 2-on-2, and then I'm just kind of in Gab doing a few things. And in 2018 is when Premier Battles comes along. I joined Premier Battles. Premier Battles did this team thing. I joined one team, signed to another team. I became the champion. I left because I felt like the team thing weren't working. I came back. I battled Raptor. I lost to Matter. Then I battled Mulk, and here we are today.
Oh,
okay, that's it. See,
love that.
That is still a snapshot.
Ups and downs.
That is still a snapshot, though. Like there is so much more. Like I mean, you didn't do yourself justice when you spoke about Premier Battles. Then, like the team part, you were Glory. There wasn't really, that first season. It was a bit of a shit show for that team. But you were the constant in that team, and you got your flowers after, and then unfortunately relationship soured. But it's good that it's all back now. Just because you guys have mentioned it, then before we do sign out, what can we see coming from ABK then? What have you got anything in the pipeline that you're working on now, or is this all new, or are you waiting for Jen? You know what?
You're gonna have to watch this space. We're very, very young. We're still,
teasers,
putting things together. Yeah. But as things, kind of blossom, we're definitely gonna be. There's a lot of members, so we're definitely gonna be letting people know what's happening. We just ask that you just support us and watch what we're doing, because we're trying to bring something big to the game. Really, truly, I feel like everybody that I'm with are high level. I think I've battled 3 of the members of the team already, and there's nothing saying that I won't battle the other members of the team when the time's right, because that's what we want to stand for. We're still competitive battle rap nature within our group as well as outside. So I don't want people to think, so you lot together, so we can't get something. No, you're more likely to get it now. That's what we want to do. We still want to compete.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, iron sharpens iron. It is what it is. You've got to spar with better people to get better, and what a team to spar with. It's mental.
That's it. And we're behind you 100% of the way, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
We're here for it, man.
Look out for ABK coming through. Everybody, make sure that you got your eyes and ears.
We'll make a banner, tweet about it. Definitely. We're here for it.
Thank you guys for coming on, introducing yourself to Tom. At Apex, please do come up and speak to us. If you don't, I will come up to you anyway. And yeah, we'll definitely have a conversation there as well in the flesh, which is a weird thing to think about, to be fair. But if you guys got anything that you want to plug before we go, Moke, do you want to go first if there's anything you've got going on at the moment? Anything you can.
You'll find out in a couple of weeks.
I feel like everything that they've got going on right now is going to be very top secret. I think we've got as much as we're going to get out of them.
Just put it like this. You're going to be seeing a lot from all of us. You're going to be seeing a lot from all of us.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Unity, that's what we need. Rebuild. That's the slogan this year for everybody. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thanks, Jen, for that. We really appreciate it, everybody. And also, we've got over 75 subscribers now. So thank you everybody that subscribed. I know it don't seem big numbers to some, but that's a milestone. We'll start somewhere, eh? But thank you guys.
I'm gonna get a cardboard YouTube plaque. And I'm going to enjoy it.
I think this would be more the paper one before the cardboard.
I'll just paint it on the wall.
Thanks everybody in the comments as well. Thanks for coming on. Thank you guys. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks so much for coming on, guys.
We are out.
Love.